video response to a video by a user going by the name of Headronefish. The reason I am making this video is because I noticed in the comments section a number of people were equating making fun of furries to the persecution of the Jews during World War II by the Nazis, the Holocaust. I find this asinine, to say the least. One of these individuals commenting in Headronefish's video goes by the username of Furballs99. He says, "You're persecuting them for their beliefs, and that puts you in the same category as the Nazis, and the fact that you can't see this is very scary, blah 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 blah." I just... This is a phenomenon on YouTube that I've noticed. I haven't made a video in a year, over a year, because I've been dealing with serious business in real life. I'm getting ready to get married here soon, and I've been planning for that, and it's just taken way too much of my time to make videos of my own, but this phenomenon was just something I had to comment on. Anyway, enough about my life. I just want to say that making fun of furries on the internet is not the same thing as the Holocaust. Furries are not a race, they're not a religion, and making fun of them is not the same thing as sending people to the gas chamber or to the ovens. You know, stop this. It's just dumb. It's asinine. I can't believe people would have the temerity to make this comparison. You know, I guess the furries on YouTube are worried about trolls. Well, trolls have existed since the beginning of the internet. If you take a troll too seriously, you know, that just gives them what they want. You know, and I've got to say, I've looked at some of these trolls, and they're quite funny, you know. And the reason they keep coming back is because they know that furries will continue to offer up stupidity that they can use. I mean, it boils down to that. You guys do not know how to deal with trolls, so you make these silly Nazi comparisons. Let's see what else he has to say. Let me look at these comments. I'm scrolling down. Okay, Furballs99 also goes on to say, "Making fun I have no problems with. That is the insults and hatred that I find offensive. And how much do you know about the Holocaust? The Jews were killed for what they believed. You shower hate on the furries for what they believe. You say there is a difference. Show me where." Okay, furries are not being rounded up and stuffed into boxcars headed for concentration camps. It is not happening. They're getting teased on the internet by trolls. Trolls have always been around. They will always be around. Internet trolls, you know, are part of the glue of the internet. They're just a natural side effect of it. You know, trolls, deal with them. They're there. They're never going away. You might get some ban, but trolls don't care because they know that if they get permaban, other trolls will come and take up where they left off. And it's funny that you take these trolls so seriously because they do not take themselves seriously. Anyway, that's just what I had to say. Oh, and another thing. Because of these asinine comparisons, I'm a little busy with my life right now. Don't have time to pay too much attention to the internet. But probably in about November, I'll be done with a lot of major business. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for all these comparisons made by furries, especially videos made by furries. And every video I find where a furry compares being teased on the internet to the Holocaust, I'm going to flag it as hate speech. You know, if you're going to trivialize what happened to the Jews during World War II, then that makes you an anti-Semite. And comparing being teased on the internet to what happened to the Jews is trivializing it. So, anyway, that's what I'm going to do. And enjoy it, you know, learn to live with it. It's not really all that important, but I'm going to do it anyway, just for the sheer hell of it. Have a nice day, and you furries know that I'm right.